Hello, everyone, and a big welcome back to the Art of the Mating. This is our attempt to spread the word of bloodstock and expand interest in horse racing in areas to date unknown, undiscovered, and about to be unveiled to you. Tonight we have Cathal Mariga, who, of course, had such success with Maksada winning at the Cheltenham Festival last week for his family. Cathal tells the story from buying her for just £80,000 at the Turbred auction. Well done to the team at Turbred for selling such a talented mare in just their first year of inception. This is a really interesting tale. Imagine turning up, buying a mare mainly for breeding purposes, and delivering a win at the Cheltenham Festival. I think you'd really enjoy the discussion with Cathal. He's also very well known to us as he was the successful purchaser of Grand G. Grand G was the mare that we bought for €25,000 at Syndicate Racing. We raced for a number of seasons where she won at the Dublin Racing Festival, the Punchestown Festival, amassing a whole host of prize money and winning those Grade 2 and Grade 3 prizes before selling to Cathal and his family for €120,000 last year. We're so excited to have Cathal join us and have another episode out for the Art of the Mating. If you have ideas about topics or things you want us to speak about, please let us know in the comments or send me an email, jack@syndicates.racing. I really would like to cover everything that people want to hear about the great game of horse racing. We're on a quest to try and get to 1,000 subscribers. If we do, we get some magical things from YouTube, which I'm hugely excited about. You'll see a little subscribe button below. I'd really appreciate it if you could click that. Or perhaps you're interested in taking the next step in horse racing ownership. You could buy a share, and a discounted share at that, in our syndicate, Syndicate.Racing, which race Grand G, just like Cathal bought. And you get a discount code by entering the code, The Art of the Mating. Right. Let's kick it off. Here's the chat with Cathal. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of the Art of the Mating. Cathal has been very kind to join us from Coolmara to talk about his big win last week, what it's like to, as a family, own a Cheltenham Festival winner, and all the fun and practicals with that. Cathal, when I mailed you earlier this week, you said, I'm a little bit hoarse, so maybe wait a little bit longer to the rest of the week. How have the celebrations been since that win at Cheltenham last week?
Yeah, the celebrations are very good. The fact that it was so unexpected made it even better. She was a 22-1 chance at Cheltenham, but when it started raining for the day on Wednesday, our chances got better and better. We started getting more confident. And Darrell Keefe told us when he was jumped to fourth last, he said he knew he'd win it. So yeah, she stayed on well up the hill now. I think she gave a great performance, and she got £10 for that. So we enjoyed the celebrations. We went out in Cheltenham that night, came home the next day, and we had a party at home then with all our friends and family in Youghal. And I ended up in Coppers then Friday and Saturday, so it was a good weekend.
I didn't get the text for the trip to Coppers. I won't hold it against you. When you bought her on Turbid, £80,000. Take us back right to the start. When did she come on your radar? Why did you think of buying her? What was the whole process behind that?
It was actually my friend in college, Ted Roach. His father plays a big part in Henry de Bromhe's yards, Paul Roach, and he said to Henry that this mare might suit us. He thought that she'd improve from her mark of 130 over fences. She was a listed winner. She beat Zambella over fences. So we said we'd try to get her. We thought she'd go 60 or 70. We got her for 80, but she's improved £20 now over fences since we got her. So Henry's done a fantastic job, but soft ground is definitely the key. So if the ground comes up in Punchestown soft, I think she should be going for the Punchestown Champion Chase.
Okay, that's very exciting. And of course, up to £10, 150 of a mark now. You raced her on, but you're a fan that loves buying talented mares. You're the leading buyer of talented mares, it seems, at the moment, for when you come to the national sales. How much of part of the plan was having success in the track, and how much was it about her pedigree that attracted you to her?
Well, she's out of a Saint mare, which is probably one of the best proven I saw her in New York nearly. And we think Masked is going to be a good sire in time as well. Then obviously the joy you get when you win races is something that you never really feel anywhere else. It's an unbelievable feeling. Even at Gorham the Saturday before Cheltenham, We had a Saint to Saint filly one first time out for Henry by 14 lengths, so she's actually going to Fairy House for the Grade 1 Mares Novice, is the plan on Easter Sunday. So she's out of a half sister Tanny Power, so she'll be a potential brood mare as well down the line.
Immediate success and that she was fourth in a Grade 1. How far did you think she might go? You know, what was your expectations, and maybe what was your expectations Tuesday last week? Not even 1 year ago. How are you thinking we would fare?
Tuesday last week, we were just waiting for rain in the forecast more than anything. Then I arrived in Cheltenham Tuesday and the sun was splitting the stones, so I wasn't too confident. But then, as I said, when it was raining on Wednesday, I couldn't see her being out of the top 5 or 6, and I thought she had a great each way chance, so she was in great form.
You think about brood concerns, we talked about Sante being sire with Billy Admin for 14 lengths for Henry Bromhead the weekend before. What a weekend. What a week. And you think she's by mass marvel. How important is it to you when you're picking out these future blue hens for the National Hunt game that they have a strong broodmare sire behind them?
Yeah, I think it's very important. I think even when we're buying foals for pinnocking, or when most people are, they look at the sire and the broodmare sire. Just for obvious reasons, there's good sires that turn out to be good broodmare sires, and they'll consistently throw good stock. So like theatre mares, presenting mares, Saint to Saint mares, they all are known for the stock that they breed off the mares.
And when you think about our future, you know, we've seen Tony Suckling retire, going to Walton Park, very exciting news. Is her job done now? Do you think you'll leave her at the end of the season after Punchestown, or will you try and win again in 2024?
Season is a plan, and then probably get covered next February, this time next year around now. So we give her one last season. She seems to be in the best form she's ever been in. So to be rude to stop now.
Close to my heart that retired this year was, of course, Grand G, which we were kind enough to buy at the Goss December sales. Give us an update on Grand G and how is she getting on?
So Grangie is out in France now. She has a positive heartbeat to Norris Cathal, so she should be coming home in the next few days. We sent 2 mares out to Norris Cathal this year herself, and another black type mare. She ranks me. She's from the family of Cooldown, so they're both in full to no risk. So they'll be coming home sometime in the next 2 weeks, I'd say.
Saw Grand G at the sales that I've shown her to you. What was it that attracted you to her?
She had the looks to match. She could move. She was athletic. She had enough size as well, and she had everything ready.
Your farm when you started off, you could have gone into that game, you could have invested in proper flat mares. What was it about National Hunt that made you jump out and say, that's where we want to go?
No, I just always had the National Hunt bug since I was young. When I first got into horses, it was all National Hunt. My neighbours all around us have National Hunt horses, so I kind of just got more into that. I haven't gotten bitten by the flat bug yet, but we'll see what happens.
Jane Mangan, after your win, ramming down the victory for you guys, and the special part the horse has in your part of the world. Who's near you, and how do they make up the tapestry of the National Hunt game from y'all?
So a mile over the road at one side we have Oliver Loughlin. He'd be my dad's first cousin as well. He breeds 25, 30 National Hunt foals a year. And then if you go a mile over the other road, you have Sean Hernady, who was the great Rose of Inchiquin and Empire of Dirt family. And just past him across the road is Yellowford Farm, Frank Mudway. So yeah, we're kind of steeped in it down our way.
When you think about these mares and you're developing them and bringing them along and you're trying to track top prices, what is the formula you think for when you've had success so far, bringing a foal to market that's done particularly well?
Well, the foal that we've done the best out of actually was by the first season sire. We used Crystal Ocean when he first came to stud. We actually only gave him one mare. She was a Mahler half sister to Early Beach, and she produced a cracking Crystal Ocean colt. He ended up making 120,000 as a foal, which was well beyond our expectations for him. So he was gorgeous. Now he should be coming back to the store sales.
You identified Crystal Ocean early on, get in behind him. You've talked about Norris sending 2 mares to him this year. What are other national Hunt mares that you're using, and maybe perhaps a few value ones that you think are under the radar?
I think Santiago is probably going to be the next very good stallion. I think the authorised cross is very interesting, and I think it should work. We have one cold foal on the ground by him, and the mare is not over big. She's a daughter of Petit Parisian, and she threw a foal that was 60 kg, so he's a very nice colt. And I think we'll be sporting him with 2 or 3 mares at least this year. We also like Poet's Word and Crystal Ocean. Obviously, again, we have 4 or 5 on the ground by Crystal Ocean at the moment. We've won by Poet's Word, so I think they're kind of the up and coming, because walking the park in Blue Brazil, they're expensive. You can't be sending every mare to them. So
Minefield for breeders every year trying to eke out that bit of value. If you had a crystal ball and you could go back and purchase a mare like Maksada, win at the Cheltenham Festival, what advice would you give to people that are looking to do that, to tap into the chance of buying a national hunt mare, maybe at the store sales or maybe with a bit of form like you did? How would you start and go about that?
it's definitely probably easier to go buy a horse with a bit of form if you're looking to that, because the store sales is basically a lottery. You could buy the most expensive horse and they could turn out to be no good, or you could buy the cheapest one and they could turn out to be a superstar. But she was just rated 130 in a small yard in England. She won a listed race. Henry's known for improving horses over fences, so we thought that, no, we didn't think she'd improve 20 pounds, we were maybe thinking 10. And she ran very well for us the first day then in Punchtown, and Darrell Keefe said he'd love to ride her again, so she ran then in December, and he said he was cruising when she fell 2 out, and he said he was going to win it, so we went back then to Limerick for the Tim Duggan, and she ended up winning that. And she went to the Dublin Racing Festival then, but the ground came up too good, so probably good that it came up too good, or else her mark would have been ruined.
Well, I was like, what was it, 142? And then she went off 143 at Cheltenham. So she didn't get, she did run, she didn't shoot the lights out or anything. But at least she didn't get hammered like some of the other Irish horses that came over. And that might have been a little advantage up this week.
She dropped a pound after Leopardstown, which was great, so yeah, it made it better.
Brilliant. Before we let you go, Cathal, just one final question. I want to make sure you are filling up Ron G with polos, with sugar lumps, with carrots now when she comes back. Are you making that commitment when she returns from her holidays in France?
Should be getting treated as good as all the other mares on the farm, so they're all treated well down here. And we actually have an exciting store going to the Derby sale this year. We have a Dr. Dino half brother to John Bon and Duvan, so he seems to be the superstar this year, so hopefully he can do it in the ring now next.
And any fillies, I'm partial to a national filly. We are undefeated currently in bumpers, so we're hoping to maintain that record. Is there a Coolmara filly you'd recommend to Syndicate Racing for 2023 that we should buy?
At the store sales, there was actually one going to the Derby sale, but after the win in Cheltenham last week, my parents have decided to break her and put her in.
Oh dear, you're robbing us. You're robbing us of our future champion. Is that what you're telling us?
She's a Flemingshire filly out of Tokeroro, and her half sister won a listed bumper in Sandown 2 weeks ago, so we've decided to go to war with her now as well.
Okay, well, we might see those silks more and more often on Irish Racebus after last week. Okay, well, Cathal, thank you very much for joining us. You're a legend for jumping on a dreary Wednesday night. All the best to the team at Coolmara, and well done again.
Thank you very much.
What a tale that was. Thank you so much to Cathal for joining us. Imagine buying a mare like you'd buy a mare on Amazon, buying it online on Turbid, £80,000, and winning at the Cheltenham Festival. If this doesn't get you dreaming and want to be getting involved more intimately in our great sport, I don't know what will. Thanks so much to the whole Mariga family for what they're contributing in racing by buying these superb mares and breeding them such exceptional stars. It's really, really exciting thing for the National Hunt Game to have such enthusiastic participants like the Mariga family. And we couldn't be more happy to entrust the future of Grand G to them. And it was great to get an update directly from Cathal that we will be getting the royal treatment as all their stock do at Coolmara. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button below. It helps us build our following, build this whole thing up, and get people involved in horse racing. And that is our goal 24/7, 7 days a week. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Art of Mating. If you have suggestions, as always, please send them in the comments below. And until next time, thanks very much.